Happy New Year, everyone. This is Maldives Part 2. Here I'm just walking off of the boat, ready to go for a bit of a splash. This video is going to be slightly different to the last one. I'm going to be showing you some of the larger animals that I saw, again throwing in some of my photography. So sit back, enjoy, and welcome to Nature's. One of our crossings, we came across a pod of dolphins. This is one of the most amazing parts of living on the ocean, especially when you're diving, is that you get to see what happens above the surface as well as below the surface. So you can see the dolphins there playing and jumping around. Incredible. Unfortunately, they didn't come close to us, so we only got a faraway view, but again, that is wildlife spotting or going out with the wildlife. It's up to the animal whether or not they want to come and see you, not that you go to them. So although they didn't come close, it was still amazing to watch them and play in their natural habitat. Not really sure what species they were, still cool nonetheless. So in my last video, I didn't show you was a full descent video. So this is us descending after jumping in. I'm just checking my dive watch there, making sure that comes on, making sure it's showing everything that I need, what sort of nitrox I'm using, making sure that it's coming up with the depth as I'm going, how fast am I descending. You can see there on the watch there my no decompression time, that's the limit, I can stay at that depth. And so that has 99 minutes there because we're not very deep at all as we're just going down. As you can see, I'm switching on all my camera gear, making sure that's all working. See all the fish following us down as well. Checking that my dive buddy's there, so there's my dad. Filming me descend as well. See a couple of his first bits of footage coming up shortly as well. As we're descending here again, checking the dive guide. Dive guide says we're all good, we're okay. Remember, when we're diving, and if you ever do the course, that will also tell you that. The OK symbol that you saw there, that is a question and an answer. So whenever someone gives that one to you, you should give that back, checking that you're all okay. Equalizing there as well as we're descending. Again, checking behind me, making sure everything is good. I've also got my submersible pressure gauge, just checking that. Got that attached to my computer as well, so you can have a quick look. There's the other group there, my dad next to me. Give an OK again, question and answer, all OK as we descend. Watching the guide there as well. Again, an OK as we descend. So I've also got my marker buoy there, that might have been that on that reel that you saw dangling there. That's again, so when we come up to the surface, the boats can see us there. Again, as we're descending down, reaching the bottom now. As you can see, it was a slow descent, not a fast descent, taking our time, making sure that we come up to where we're diving nice and safely. You don't want to go down too fast, giving our time and our bodies to adjust to the different pressures we're diving. You can also see the colour change. We went from a stark blue there to as we go into a greeny colour now, as the light slowly starts to be absorbed by the water around it and the fish life coming into view now too. So we're swimming up here. There's a drop off to my right, which then goes down a lot deeper. As you can see, we're around 20 meters there. Got some angelfish there, beautiful colours. We'll just cut to a bit where we're actually going to go through a gorge area in between two rocks, and you'll be able to see there how keeping a buoyancy is really, really important. Just to make sure that you don't damage any of these soft corals that you see sticking up as well. That's the main point of when we're diving, is we're making sure that none of these corals get damaged. Corals are very slow, or a lot of corals are very slow growing. They are animals in themselves, and a lot of animals require coral in order to survive as well. It's the things you don't see, such as worms or polychaetes, as well as little crustaceans or shrimps or crabs. living on them. So here we go, we're coming through this gorge now, again making sure that we stay away from the rocks. We wouldn't go through this if we didn't know that we would fit. So the guy goes first, he's dived this before, he knows that this is a good place that we can squeeze through. See the fish there hiding under, taking shelter underneath the rocks there. Again, taking pictures of the coral as we come through. Adjusting my buoyancy with my breath here. So I'm literally buoyant, which means I've got enough air in my jacket to keep me in one place. So I can just use, again, go up and down with my lungs. So as I go down there underneath that piece of coral, and then the guide will just be there again, checking everyone's okay, checking what our airs are. So we're just swimming, yeah, there we go, and okay, question and answer. There's the other group coming along there. Also a good way to shelter yourself from current. So there was quite a lot of current coming through. You can see there, again, me checking my computer, making sure that I'm not going over my limits. Checking behind me, there was my buddy, make sure that they're okay. Again, all that coral coming out. So as I said, with the current there, these gorges are a great way to explore where the current isn't so rough. That way you can have a nice glide through the different types of coral. There again, watching my fins, making sure I don't hit that bits of coral as I swim. A lot of this is we're not actually swimming along, you can see there we're just being drifted along by the current. Makes for a nice easy dive there, I don't have to put too much work into it. So we're just swimming up here. There we are. About 20.2 metres there, 20.3 metres as we come through here. So just coming up here we have a pair of moray eels, absolutely stunning, followed quickly by a bubble tip anemone being closely guarded by a clownfish there. Again, incredible colours as well. And as we swim off there, off from the ridge. Now this piece of incredible footage was shot by my buddy, my dad. As he was descending, we came across this amazing animal. This is a juvenile whale shark, the ocean's largest fish. Even at this size, he is not as big as he will eventually grow. It is incredible. Just came up from the depths, cruising along the reef there. You can see the power and majesty this animal has. Not interested in us at all, just cruising along the reef there, using it as a waypoint as it engulfs as much plankton as it can. It was an amazing sight. You can also see as we descended there to this whale shark, you could barely spot it due to its camouflage. Absolutely incredible. Not only did we see the largest fish in the ocean, but we probably saw the best fish in the ocean. Personally, me speaking anyway, it is the manta ray. We went to a manta cleaning station. Here we are hooked in to a rock. Again, as I said previously, you can see this one swimming over my head here, just behind the scenes and how we take photos here underwater. GoPro footage from my head, not from my camera, but here you can see. Absolutely amazing. In order to protect the animal, my flash was pointed away and down, making sure that whenever I was taking a photo, the flash itself was not in any way, shape or form near the manta ray at all. But it is just incredible. You can see it now swimming just by me, about to cross over my head. Get a photo in a second. Now this manta ray is actually called Siraj. It's a manta ray that has been tagged by the Manta Trust, and by me sending this photo in, they were able to put that into her portfolio. So you don't have to be a scientist yourself to get involved with scientific research. The Manta Trust ask anyone who has any photographic evidence of any manta rays that they saw, to send them in, they can then put into their database and help them track and look at the health of these majestic beasts. And so here I was under the water with my favourite animal and actually able to help it as well. And so Suraj was first identified in 2010, as he hadn't been spotted since 2021 until I sent this photo in. Now, when she was first noticed, they actually spotted that cut that you saw on her pectoral fin, and you can see it still there. So by me sending that photo in, they were able to see that although she is healing, that scar is still there, helping them track the health and well-being of these animals as well, without having to spend money to go out and actually search for every one. All I had to do was go on holiday, go scuba diving, and I was still helping scientific research. Now, the cleaning stations here, we were quite away from the cleaning station. That just meant that the manta rays themselves were a lot happier. They could come in, they could clean, and they don't have to be spooked. Cleaning is really important in taking parasites away from them. To actually clean a wrasse on that cleaning station, that swim up, eat the parasites, and then happy days for the fish and for the manta rays. But just an incredible experience. You can see how happy I was. I just kept going over that photo over and over again. I just couldn't believe it. But these are stunning, stunning, stunning creatures. We need to protect them. Last but not least, we have these goofy characters. These are the nurse sharks. They do like to sleep a lot, do like to rub in the sand, and they will just fall asleep wherever it lands them. Again, this is footage shot by my dad. You'll be able to see me. I'm lying on the seafloor there with a shark just passing straight by me. They are amazing creatures and really funny to watch, but they do just fall asleep anywhere. Not the typical shark image, but again, we're here to show you that that's not all what it's about. Sharks are amazing creatures in themselves, not to be feared, just to be loved and admired. Again, so goofy. So unfortunately, my time in the Maldives has come to an end. We're currently now docked for the evening, where we'll stay the night and then head off tomorrow morning. It has been a fantastic time. I have seen some amazing things. Hopefully I've got some amazing footage that you've just watched and have really enjoyed, and maybe that may have inspired you to do something about our natural world, whether it be go out here and explore yourself or campaign for us to keep such an amazing ecosystem. But don't fret, there is a lot more to come. We have a few more exciting projects to go forward. Maybe something to do with Darwin, a boat called the Beagle, in the future videos. Until then, this has been Naturescope. Thank you for watching.